campaign is going to be called the Realm Keepers.
Tom, before you continue, Thomas, my character's things changed because I had to do some placements. So these are the new stats. I don't know if
Yeah,
they
I think you
changed
already
whatever
sent
you
me
had.
those. Knock it off, Julie. I think you already
Well, I
sent
think
me
that's yeah. I
those.
think you sent it pre-hand. Yeah.
Okay, bet. So, what we're gonna do is we'll roll a d20 and we'll just start with Julie. We'll go left to right. All right, Julie, what is your human character doing currently? What is he doing? Yeah, no, but what is your It's almost like somebody explained this in great detail far before we started this ever.
God
All
damn.
right, all right. Okay. All right, and so what is he doing currently? All right, well.
Okay, Thomas, real quick.
Jesus. Yeah.
For the intro of our human subs,
Yeah.
we can be in different points in time, right? Because I got a picture to
No, we don't play
explain
with
mine.
time. We don't play with time. All right, knock it
Son
off,
of a
dickhead.
bitch.
All right, Kobe, what does your human look like? What are they doing?
Alright, so, my human is a 19-year-old South Korean college kid, and currently he is getting scolded by the dean of the university for being caught cheating on a test.
Mute your phones. All right, all right. So Kobe cheated on a test and he's just getting yelled at. Like the dean's just in your face. He's like, I don't know how they sound. Mike,
he's
what?
pretty aggressive.
Yeah, he's just real red in the face about it, just in your face. How you do this? You suck. All right, Mike, what does your human character look like and what are they doing? Mute if you're not talking. So Mike's just chilling in the military one day. They're like, "Hey, we're gonna have to put your dog down. He's just lived a hard life. He's got one injured leg. We cannot let this soldier continue." And Mike's like, "Get the fuck away from my dog!" All right, Rick, what is your human character look like, and what is she doing?
I just sent you a picture. My human character is actually a dude. I
Yeah.
transformed into a female. There you go. I sent you all the picture on the group chat. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, but no one else can see that, bud. You got to describe your character and what they're doing.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know how to describe it in detail. So my character's literally just a black dude who just fought a bunch of people. Best way to describe it is that picture in the group chat I sent you.
All right, let me see.
I'm sending you visuals so you get an idea, because you have a hard time picturing them.
It's just Kendrick Lamar holding a dead body. So Rick's character is just like a. But like, what is the context for this? Why are they fighting?
Nothing. You just said it before they transported into the other world.
All right,
This
bet.
guy was just fighting some random dude
So all right.
before he got transported.
So we open up on the day, and Julie's character. What is your character's name, Julie? The human version. All right. So Julie's character, Mark, he's just this real fat white piece of shit. He's got man titties and this. He's just got like a white muscle shirt that's stained yellow and gray with sweat marks and rings. The hey, I'm the fucking descriptor here. No inputs. Anyways, he's got he's got shirts just tucked in his roll partially. Part of it's hanging up. His belly button's hanging out a little bit. He's got crumbs just sprinkled down it. And as he's sitting there, he's playing on COD. And he's sitting there, and he just wipes his nose, and he gets ready, and He gets shot in the head, cross map, but he swore he hit that guy first. He's like, God, I hate these fucking... And then just out of nowhere, you hear... And then a fucking ring opens up around him, and half of his couch just slides slowly, and he's so fat he can't get off, so it's like a turtle on his back as he reaches for his toes. But as the couch falls, he just slowly sees concrete getting closer and closer. And then we cut to Kobe's character, who's sitting there just getting reamed by his principal in a Korean high school for failing his test. And in the middle of this argument, the teacher just seems to slow down in pace as Kobe looks down, and you hear, and a fucking portal opens up, and Kobe just starts falling through, and he sees the concrete falling closer and closer, and his legs are stiff. Remember that? So then we cut to Mike. Mike is just sitting under a freeway yelling at cars as they drive by. He's and in the middle of one of his tirades, a police officer slowly approaches him. He's like, "Sir, are you all right?" Mike's like, "Yeah, and then a portal opens up underneath him, and his dog fucking jumps and grabs onto his collar as if it knew something was wrong already. Mute if you're not speaking. And it catches his collar, and when it does, the force of Mike's 180-pound skinny homeless body pulls his 40-pound German Shepherd through the hole, and he sees concrete as it gets closer and closer. Then it cuts to Rick, who is just surrounded by what can only be described as grown men who got their shit rocked for apparently no reason. In middle of these bodies, this portal begins to open up underneath Rick. And then one of the guy's arms kind of jangles in the portal, and Rick starts to fall, and he screams this lady scream. Rick, give us a lady scream.
No.
Ah! And as he screams that, you hear from the background, catch her. And as Rick falls, he's holding his skirt down with his hands. Stop eating in my fucking ear while I'm trying to describe, please. Fuck me. Anyways, as Rick's falling with this skirt, holding it down with his hands, trying to not have anyone peek up, you hear just thunderous footsteps charging. And then out of nowhere, Rick can just feel what is obviously something massive and slightly fuzzy holding on to him, and it hits the ground, and you can hear what sounds like nails on a chalkboard as steam comes off of his hoofs and rises, and he just like screeches to a halt and just kind of just tosses Rick on his ass and walks away. As of right now, all you can see is the shadow of what caught you. Kobe, you're falling with your knees locked, so I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. So you need to find the part of your D&D sheet that says dexterity saving.
So go to just slide the screen till we get the skills.
And I'll also open up a player sheet so I can find anything you guys can't.
Actually, no, you don't even need to. He just has to roll a dexterity save, right?
Yeah, he just has to click
Just
where it says
touch
saving
dexterity.
throws, hit dexterity.
Mm-hmm. And it would roll. It would make like a little roll dice for you.
Okay.
What'd you get?
20.
You got a 20 on your dexterity roll?
Is that
With,
the right one?
with a negative in dexterity?
So you see where it says saving throw, and it says strength, intelligence, dexterity, wisdom, constitution, charisma, and it gives you little numbers.
I see Dex extra bad X.
Oh man, I'm gonna have a fucking aneurysm. You don't even need to swipe left. It's the first one that comes up when you click on a character. And it says saving throws, and then it's dexterity, and you click that.
Kobe, yeah, I sent you a picture,
Oh.
Kobe. That's what you want to press.
Jesus.
So I got 1.
You got 1?
Yeah.
Alright, so Kobe just comes falling in fast as fuck. His professor's just absolutely shocked as the portal closes, and Kobe watches him get smaller and smaller. Mute if you're not fucking speaking. Gets smaller and smaller as Kobe's falling. Kobe is going to fall about 60 feet. So with that, I'm going to say you're going to take about 3 points of damage. So you'll click your health and you'll take it down by 3.
I attempt to catch the Kobe's.
All right. Well, if you
I'm on my
what?
ass, so I was on my ass. I could see
Oh
that.
yeah,
I
you
could see
got
him
caught.
land.
Yeah. So why don't you roll me? Go over 1 to skills and click your acrobatics. Let's get an acrobatics roll for that.
No problem. 15 plus 7, 22.
Okay, so as Kobe's falling and he sees his professor get smaller and smaller and the hole close, he looks down and out of nowhere, why don't you go ahead and take this time to describe your current character, Rick?
Okay, so y'all remember I was a black dude, right? So because we're in this new universe, I am now what I believe is a wood elf, blonde haired. What is it? No, blonde haired, brown skin, and was it a golden eyes because they shine bright. And I'm in a muscular build, so as you can see, as you can tell, I'm just a buff chick.
All right, and so Kobe sees Rick's character, this female wood elf with gold hair and golden eyes, leap off of the ground and catch him and land gracefully on both feet, almost as if it were a figure skater landing after a trick. And he gently sets Kobe down, and that's now when Rick gets a good look at Kobe, who is going to describe his current character.
Okay, so
What do you look like to me?
well, I'm gonna be blue, scaly skin, of course,
Dragon
gold
Close.
horn.
hair, um, a horn on his head,
Okay, it's a devil.
and then yellow slit eyes and slit nose. So,
Brother, we have yellow eyes.
So now Rick's looking Kobe up and down as he stares at this blue dragonborn with yellow eyes and a horn on its head.
Hey,
Uh,
can I put in a little something something
mm-hmm.
for shits
Yeah.
and giggles? My character has a phobia against lizards, predetermined from a human counterpart. The moment I see Kobe, I literally just throw him onto the floor.
And as Kobe falls on his ass, he hears the rambling of what is now a sane Mike, whose character looks like. Uh, uh, and what kind of elf are you again? Elden Ring. Okay.
He's a
And
black elf.
so Mike lands on his ass, and did we describe your character yet, Julie?
No.
Okay. So Mike lands on his ass, and Julie, you were falling on your side. So, this fat ass dude just kind of sloppily starts falling. And as he falls through this portal, he changes and he's doing these kind of like half-ass flips in the air. And since you're falling at an angle, Julie, Mike, roll me a dexterity saving real quick, and Julie, you as well roll a dexterity saving.
Kobe, I saved you. You better do the favor later.
Okay, Mike got a 20. Bet. So, Mike and Julie just seem to land on their feet as if they've done this before. It just looks like two acrobats. It looks like
Mike's
two.
character was insane for a reason.
Oh, boys. Chill. But yeah, it looks like two acrobats landing just perfectly in sync. You kind of look at each other, and Julie notices this like caramel skinned elf standing across from him with what can only be described as like a messy hairdo. Who's got like a really messy hairdo that's hot as like Channing Tatum, early Channing Tatum hairdo. Um, and Mike turns to his left and he sees Julie. And Julie, now describe what you look like to us. We'll get to that. Just appearance.
What you look like?
Well, what is your race? Okay, half elf, so half human elf. Okay,
So he's a scrawny half elf,
so
color
so
scheme.
y- yeah, you're talking about like Adam from um Record of Ragnarok. I know what you're talking about. You're talking about like that Conor McGregor Balder build from God of War. You know
He's just
Balder from God of
he's
War?
just Boulder from God of War.
Yeah. Okay, so Julie looks across from him and he sees this caramel skinned, chiseled jaw, beautiful elf of a man, and Mike looks and he just sees this pale, sunken eyed elf that looks like he'd been living in a cave holding a ring for the past 18 years.
My
Uh,
precious.
so as you guys are looking at each other, you slowly begin to look around and remember, mute real quick because this is just gonna be dialogue as fuck. So you guys, let's see.
Lost this page.
No, it's not a page. It's just things didn't fuck up as badly as I actually thought they would. Uh, so as you guys land and you begin to look around, uh, it seems like your eyes haven't quite adjusted. Even though many of you upon you have dark vision, it just seems like the sudden shift in normal human vision to dark vision has blurred you quite a bit. So as you blink slowly to regain
I
your
can't
vision,
see. I'm legally blind.
hey, let's get into dialogue, guys. So as you blink and you're getting your vision back, with every blink you can kind of see these two figures standing in front of you. As your vision gets clearer and clearer, you easily make out the appearance of a tall, dark-skinned man, draped in a white robe with gold lacing and two distinct red lines running from the neck down the edges of the seams. An insignia patch on his arm of a snake wrapped around a pigeon. On top of his head sits a pearl white crown, and as you look closer, you can notice that there's a stone that is red, but it has a burgundy cloud floating in the center of it. You also begin to notice his crown is the same pearl white as the walls that are surrounding you. There's a chandelier on the roof made of gold that gives a distinct slight light that shines off of the hairless head of the man. Oh, now I did lose my part. Oh, okay, there we go. You begin to hear in a gentle tone that sounds like a hug from your grandmother. You feel warmth and comfort all over you as he speaks. Sorry for the landing. We do not get to control the way you enter the portal, so you just come out as fast and in the same direction as you entered. The man reaches out his hand to shake yours. He has gentle eyes, and at this point, he would probably be shaking Mike's hand because Mike would be in front of him. So he reaches out to shake your hand, Mike. And as he reaches out to shake your hand, you can see that he has gentle eyes, the color of tea when it shines in the sun. A smile on his face with dark, curly beard that has salt and pepper tone to it that made you know that this man was experienced, but far from old. You hear from the back, Your Majesty, don't help these men. You are a king. This voice radiates over the king's shoulder, but it almost sounds muffled. As you all look behind him, you see a massive minotaur with a pearl white nose ring that has gold balls on the end of it, and a singular hanging bar earring from his left ear, adorned with black pants and black boots, with a scar running down his left forehead diagonally through his eye, and a silver bar piercing in his right eyebrow. In his hands you can see a massive hammer. The head of his warhammer is gray, but with black stains made from never cleaning the blood of his enemies, with a strange object around the other side of the head, with a white hilt that is also stained black. Calm down, Throg. What is a king if not a helper of men? Plus, these are our heroes. Now come, we have much to talk about. And they kind of just turn around, assuming you guys are going to follow them. Now it's open to you guys.
Well, I don't know about y'all, but I'm gonna walk away.
My character questions where they want us to go.
Remember, there's no my characters. It's
It's
y'all.
you.
So,
Okay.
Kobe, what are you asking? Okay, yell. You gotta be prepared if you're gonna speak. All right, Kobe, what do you want to ask?
So where is it that you want us to go?
Well, for now, I'm going to take you to the chamber, and we'll speak there. It's in my throne room.
Wait, where are we exactly?
My friend, you are in a whole new reality far from your own.
No, no, no. I don't mean reality. I mean, we're in the kingdom. What room is this? Where's the exit?
There is no exit in this room. This is our magic quarters. This is where we do all of our rituals and hold our most valued treasures. The only way out is up these stairs with me, and up these stairs will be the throne room, so
See you
please.
later. See you guys up there.
As you say that, you hear like a kind of from behind, and you feel something run up your leg and land on your shoulder. And as you turn, you can see a tiny squirrel adorned in silver armor. And I go, I believe that is your friend. And he just kind of nudges your ear in a way that you know your dog only would. Oh yeah, Mike's dog's name, or Mike's squirrel's name is Scraps, by the way.
Scraps.
All
Wait,
right, Julie,
you
what
know,
did you want to yell?
you're eating a burger.
You were eating, yeah,
Hey,
you were eating burger like McDonald's. You had a fat, greasy quarter pounder. You will not speak to the king like this! And then the Minotaur behind him jumps right in front of you and snatches you by the throat and lifts you.
Oh shit.
shit.
He goes, as you wish! And he picks you up and he begins to slam you towards the ground and you hear, Throg! And then he just freezes and he's holding you in air by your neck while you're laying on your back, floating with your legs and arms dangling in fear. Sets him down. The Minotaur sets you down on the ground. He goes, yes, your majesty. And he jumps back. He jumps again, and he's behind the king now. And the king says, I'm sorry about my friend. He can be quite hasty. And he reaches over and he leans his hand out to pick you up. he just stands there with kind, gentle eyes and his hand outstretched. Man, if you're gonna fuck the campaign, you won't be here. Like, if you're gonna do shit like this, you won't be here. Because this is just obnoxious now. So come on. The king goes, please don't harm your friend. He's just confused by everything that's happened. And he reaches his hand out again. Alright, he lifts you up and he goes, now come. We must join your friend. He's already in my throne room. And he escorts you guys up the stairs. He opens the throne room door. Rick, what have you been doing in the throne room? Hold on, let me look at you. Make sure you look at me, Rick.
Okay. Well,
You can just keep
okay,
your
real quick,
character staring at me. This is more for me.
So you get an idea of what you're gonna walk into. I got into a fight with I think two of your guards, so now I'm on the floor pinned down.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
so, all right. Well, make
You're coming up. You're coming up, no?
yeah. Make your Minecraft character stare at me though, so that for my ADHD pleasure. Thank you.
Hold
You
on.
can just keep it. Yeah, you can just keep it locked in, staring at me from your
I'm on the
seat.
floor.
It's just a me thing at this point. But okay, so yeah, so the king opens the doors. He goes, "Come, friends," and he opens the doors, and you just see these
Get off me, you piece of shit!
and these two like gorilla men just have Rick pinned to the ground. Uh,
I don't know what I'm doing here. I want to go outside.
Mike.
Get off
Whoa,
me.
whoa. Okay. So yes, the king goes, please release our friend. I'm sure whatever trouble he's caused was an accident. And they go, yes, your majesty. And they release your arms, and the king comes
Right, you
over.
fucking size baboon.
Hold on. The king comes over and reaches out his hand. Now you can say your line.
Oh, I said it. Fuck, that's right, you oversized baboon. Listen to this. Who the fuck are you?
I'm a king friend, and I'm your friend. And he extends his arm a little further.
I get up.
He goes, very well then. And he walks over to this throne. It looks like it's been carved from marble itself. And he sits down on this throne that's atop these three massive steps. And behind him is a stained glass window that also has his insignia. Please stop changing skins. His insignia of
He still looks the
uh,
same.
a snake wrapped around a pigeon. And he looks at you and he goes, now, I know you must have many questions, and I will answer them. But first, I have to tell you a story. There once was a very powerful god of reality. His name was Magna Pridonte, but he would later rewrite reality simply to be known as Paradoxus. He was keeper of reality for all realms. He ruled with an iron fist. He had a mighty kingdom made up of infinite realities, and he alone sat at the top. Then one fateful day, 4 children were born. 4 children who were somehow not affected by his changes of reality. See, unlike every other living being in these realms, they would never forget the past universes. They grew a tight bond over this. So one day, Paradoxus rewrites a universe. Typically, it was something that didn't affect the children. He would erase a planet or a universe, but never theirs. It was as if they had intertwined with his mind somehow, and they knew everything that was changing and everything Paradoxus planned. The children felt that one day Paradoxus would turn his wrath towards them and their universe. So, okay, there we go. The children felt that they would come. So they had teamed together their whole lives, dedicated to finding a way to take down Paradoxus. Through years of research and science, they found a way. When the day came and they knew that he would erase their universe, they sprung into action. They gathered their combined years of research and portaled directly to Paradoxus at the same exact moment that Paradoxus would erase their universe. See, they knew that erasing their universe was a necessary risk. See, Paradoxus only had one weakness, one chink in his armor, was that erasing a universe, an entire reality, would weaken him momentarily. So instead of picking a fight with the god, because that would be unwise, they waited for him to pick a fight with them, sacrificed their entire reality, and showed up to begin their fight. Upon arrival, they began an ancient ritual that Paradoxus himself used on the gods of time, nature, life, and death. The ritual locked their powers and trapped them in their realms. They were locked in there for eternity, never to leave. For if they left their realm, they would die. Their powers were locked away by Paradoxus and written out of reality with this ritual. So the heroes planned on doing the same. But instead of destroying his powers, they sealed them into objects. A pen, a book, glasses, the stone on my crown, and 2 knives. One white knife, radiant, that can cut a portal into any realm's utopia. And another, blacker than any abyss, and it cuts into any realm's dystopia. We had the 2 knives, but the heroes... Wait. Yes, okay. We had the 2 knives, but the black one was stolen. You are alternate reality ancestors of the heroes past. You of all realities are the closest match to the original heroes. We believe the mighty Paradoxus has escaped his realm of imprisonment somehow and has stolen the Black Blade. We require your help to quickly retrieve the rest of the artifacts from their guardians. From my knowledge, the artifacts are being held by those gods that Paradoxus fooled. These items must be brought back here before he can retrieve them. We must use them as soon as they come back to rewrite reality and rewrite Paradoxus out of it. And then he just kind of stares at you guys, waiting for a response.
Okay, you want to go in a rotation, guys? Same way, Julie, Kobe? Or do you guys just want to...
We... Well, if you agree to help us, we do have several things for you that your ancestors left. It's their tools, their magic weapons, their magical items, their armor. We will also supply you with universal items. These are items that our people have specifically designed that when entering a new reality will alter its appearance to match whatever its equal is in that reality. Your armor will become whatever armor will fit in to the place you're at. Your weapons will become whatever weapons will fit the area you are in. Your currency will change to their currency, making sure you are prepared for every situation feasible. We will also train you for the next 3 weeks. But we need to act quickly.
Oof, training. Show me the exit.
Fuck, I'm out of water. You don't have to go through with the training.
Hold on. Before you continue, I turned to the other guys. I don't know about y'all, but we just got knocked into this new dimension, and an old man just said that we are chosen. I'm gonna
Not
go
that
survey
old.
around.
You just hear him in the background. Not that old.
Shut up, old man.
Okay.
I'm gonna go
Okay,
survey
friend.
around real quick. You guys do what you need to, but something ain't right.
You hear from beyond the king. Don't touch anything. And then you hear the king go, Throg, it's okay. Please
Well,
discuss amongst yourselves. I'll be in the chamber next door. And he gets up and leaves the room. I'm gonna fill up my water while you guys discuss amongst yourselves what you would like to do.
I'm gonna walk out as soon as you guys make up your mind. I don't trust the old man, so
My intrigue is the Black Knife. That power sounds like I could use it for myself. God damn it, sorry. I said the Black Knife is my intrigue because that power sounds like something I could wield for myself.
why? Why do you want that power, though?
I have my reasons.
Hmm. I don't know.
So thus,
Awfully suspicious to me. You with the squirrel. I don't think you have your names yet, huh?
no.
Uh, you with the squirrel. Who are you? You're the one that speaks more sense. All right. I guess we forgot. I forgot. Did Thomas say that we knew who we were in our previous lives, or no?
No, it doesn't seem like we did.
Shit. I don't know. Then I guess.
Well, but we do have a connection, it seems. Our ancestors were all connected.
I don't actually. I don't know how we should know our names then. We should wait for Thomas on that one. Hmm. So you, oh, all right, Thomas, you're back. Okay, so
Yeah.
real quick, do we have knowledge of our previous lives, or no? Are we completely like blank?
You have knowledge of your previous life, yeah. Like you
Okay,
have
cool.
all the
Okay, cool.
knowledge, but now you just have this extra knowledge that was bestowed upon you, and you look completely different.
All right, so if we're redoing that, then okay, Mike, I'm reintroduce myself. You with the squirrel. Who are you? You seem to know the most sense. Hmm. Oddly enough, I was a man before I came to this world. Human name was Alice, and I'm a woman. So I'm kind of confused as to what's going on. As I'm groping my boobs.
Bazongas. The king's just in the other room, just like, do you think they'll accept our proposal, Throg?
So we have a Kobe's a lizard, right? Technically, yeah. Okay. So
Yeah,
my
he's
character has a.
dragonborn.
I'm gonna point this out. My
Sure.
character has a fear of lizards, so I'm like far away from Kobe right now since I took him, and I'm just staring at him with my eyes.
I
I
can
don't want to.
feel Rick's eyes piercing from me on the side, but I don't acknowledge or say anything about it. Yeah.
So Kobe's gonna eat scraps, all right? We know
I
that
don't.
your name's Michael.
hmm hmm
I don't trust the lizard.
As stated previously, my intention is to help the old man because I'm intrigued by the knife.
Hmm. And you, the one in the farthest right. Who are you?
I'm Steven, from what I remember. I was a college student. right before this, I think I was getting chewed out by the dean for cheating on a test. So that's where I came from. What about you? Why are you so far away?
I don't want to get near you. Let's just say that.
Okay. Well, what say you? Are you going to help me with the king, or are you going to go your own way?
You three can stay and do what you need to. I will just wait outside. We'll see if I can figure something out as to where we actually are.
Okay. Well, let's tell the king that we're going to assist.
Well,
So
Julie, you have anything?
who's gonna get the king?
Uh,
Julie's the only one that hasn't introduced himself.
Julie's the
Yeah, Julie
closest to the
hasn't talked
door.
yet. Or yeah, he said he's Mark.
Oh, wait.
I missed you, little guy.
What race are you, Julie? You're an elf, right? Or are you a dragon? Yeah, what are you? Half elf? Okay, you're an elf, 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 and a lizard. Cool. See, I'm more kinship towards my elfin brethren. I don't trust that lizard, but I'll leave that to you guys.
All right, who's gonna get the king? Who's gonna get the king to tell
Okay,
him the
so if
decision?
that's the case, I'm by the door. I'll be out here. It's just you three.
Uh,
Let me do that.
the king looks at you. He says, "Of course, my friend. Where is your wood elf friend, the woman from earlier?" And he looks around the throne room for Rick. Hey, Rick, where are you going, guy? Get back up here.
I'm outside.
What? No,
I'm
what?
outside.
That isn't. That's not how that works. It has to be the four of you. It's a four-person ritual. I mean, I think you guys are gonna have to convince her. Also, Rick, get back in here, guy. What are you doing?
To make you to give you the shit you need because you can't visual shit. Remember? I'm giving you aid.
No, this is just for us. Like this is
Mm.
just sitting at the D&D table. But all right. So yeah, I mean, that's up to you.
Well, that's one way to go about it.
Good luck.
All right. So you guys are going to have to make.
Just no. I'm just outside. I'm just outside the castle looking around.
So let's do two athletics checks. Each of you do an athletics check. Because I'm assuming Rick, obviously, you're gonna resist.
No, 100%.
Okay.
I don't know what's coming to me.
So both of you roll it. Don't say it. I'll count down. Then both of you say it at once.
Athletics. It's under skill.
So yeah, you would swipe over to skills and then you would click your athletics. So roll, get your numbers, and then I'll tell
Okay.
you.
Wait,
I
do
was
we
just
all roll?
talking. I
No,
was
just
talking to a
these two.
random person.
Okay.
Yeah, so Rick's outside like, hey, do you know anything about this place? And the guy's like, well, this is, and then before he can even answer, just Julie's running out with a rope, just swinging it like a lasso, and he wraps it around you, and now you guys you both made your check already?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh shit. Hold on. I have to add mine. 17 plus 5.
Yeah, it's just
There we
Rick and
go.
Julie.
Okay. 22.
Okay, so Julie throws this rope around Rick, and as the rope kind of goes around Rick, Rick makes his body skinnier by tucking his arms and legs and just kind of hops over it. And when Julie pulls to tighten it, it just comes out of underneath Rick's feet, and then Rick just turns around and looks at him.
The fuck you trying to do, bud?
All right, athletics checks. What?
Alice. Or who? Yeah.
All right, so
Oh shit.
Rick,
Okay. Oh god.
Rick, roll.
Okay.
All right, so first, Rick, what is your passive perception?
Passive perception. Uh,
You just scroll
15.
down.
15.
Okay.
15.
All right, so yeah, go ahead and roll me a perception roll then. Go into
Bet.
your skills and roll perception.
Okie dokie. Oof. Oop. Press the button instead of pressing the key. We're looking at 9.
All right, so you can't tell Mike's behind you, so we're gonna let you roll your athletics roll, but we know how this is gonna go. So roll your athletics checks against each other, Julie and Rick. When you have them, I'll count down. Only Julie and Rick, and when you have them, I'll count down, and you'll say them both at once. All right?
I'll be brutally honest. Go.
You ready, Julie? All
Go
right.
for it. Go for it.
3, 2, 1, go.
6.
Damn. So
Yeah, by
So,
one.
so Julie starts like throwing his rope, and as he swings it over his head, he launches it, but instead of having a perfect circle, it kind of just like half-ass smacks Rick in the lip a little bit. But Rick, in
Oh.
his movement, went to kind of duck underneath forward and accidentally wrapped himself in it. So Julie pulls it tight, and as he pulls it tight, Rick just out of nowhere, Mike just turns the corner of this like doorway and swings full force into Rick's face and just knocks him square onto his ass. Rick, let's go ahead and we will do a Constitution saving throw to see if you stay awake.
Okay, dokie.
No, you won't do a roll just yet.
Oh no.
Or actually, yes, you'll have to roll to hit first. So,
Okay. Go ahead. Roll the hit, and I'll tell you my number.
hold on, that's what I'm trying to remember. I think it's strength. Roll strength for your hit. Yeah, right now. It's just you. We only count down if it's two opposing rolls, like two people fighting each other. No, just strength. If it's a saving, you'll literally hear me say saving. I'm very specific. All right, so yeah, Rick, what's your AC?
My AC
Top
is
left.
16.
Okay, so that's a hit. Um, Mike, go over to your actions and click. What's your unarmed strike damage? Is it 4? What is it? Actions. It'll say unarmed strike. No, the damage. Okay, so Rick, you take 3.
Okay, let me just
And then you'll
definitely-
roll a Constitution saving to see if
Yeah.
you stay awake.
Let me just take 3. This damage. I'm at 64 now. Ooh. Alright, Mike. See if I remember this. And oh, you bitch!
What'd you get?
It was gonna land at an 18, but chose the 4. 4 plus 3, 7.
All right, so yeah, you're knocked out cold.
Yeah.
You guys can tie him up if you'd like.
Well,
Okay.
man. Well, man.
Mike's in. Kobe's just inside being like, so, you live here? Just talking to the king, not even involved. So they drag Rick, they drag you back into the throne room, and as you wake up, you see the king, and he's talking to Mike and Julie, and he's like, do you really think this was necessary? Hmm? Oh my god. So yeah, Kobe's got Rick in his arms like a baby, and Rick starts to wake up, and the first thing Rick sees is the king talking to everybody. He goes, "Do you really think this is necessary?" And as you turn, you can see Kobe's the one holding you.
I'm gonna attempt to. So you know what I'm doing? Because I'm gonna scream. I'm
All
gonna
right.
try and punch my way out of the situation I'm in at the moment.
Well,
So I'm
you're
gonna
you're
yell.
you're tied.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try and get out of that with
Okay.
brute strength.
Okay. So let's yeah, we're gonna roll straight strength for that.
All right.
Or no, my bad. Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Okay. Where's that at? Other
Skills towards
one.
the bottom.
Yep. Ooh, I got a B plus 4. 24.
24.
Yeah. B.
Okay,
The B is a
so
20.
So you yeah, you managed to unwrap your hands pretty easily. Are you just hopping out of Kobe's arms?
No, I'm gonna punch and yell, "Get the fuck out of my face!"
All right, you're gonna have to make a strength check. Kobe, you are going to have to make a dex saving. Bruh, I don't even want to railroad, but I might have to start railroading.
18 plus 2, 20.
No, we got to do the countdown. You guys are making
Oh, okay,
opposing.
shit. Okay, but I'll reroll it then.
Yeah,
Whenever you're ready,
so
Kobe.
Kobe, roll your dex saving. Rick, roll your strength, and then when I count down, say them.
Go. Roll
3,
your... Cool.
2, 1, go.
2.
3.
So, you punch Kobe, it connects, but like it just kind of like smushes into his face because like the rope is still kind of tied to your arm. So when you go to punch, your left hand is still kind of tied to the rope, and Kobe's stepping on the other end that you untied. So your arm gets caught, and it just kind of smushes into his cheek a little bit, and you guys just awkwardly stare at each other while he kisses your hand lightly.
I
Uh,
turn and say, "Is that all you got?"
You
uh,
really want me to swing at you, don't you? I'm gonna go for a second swing right now. Also, it was you who knocked me out then. And you're trusting an old man to give you random ass information.
uh, the the king approaches you. He goes, "Friend, you're free to leave at any time, but I'm telling you, you'll be putting the realms at risk. Now I will be giving you the white knife that is still in our safekeeping, so you can go realm to realm and visit the guardians and get the artifacts back that carry Paradox's power." No, he's not holding the knife just out for you. He's not retarded.
This meant that he's just gonna
He's
run off
he's
with
just
the knife.
talking to you.
I'm just gonna awkwardly walk to the left side of the room then.
Aren't I still holding you though?
So I said I'm gonna awkwardly walk away from you now.
Oh, just to create distance between you and
Yeah.
Kobe.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Rick kind of like hops out of your arm and he does like a cartoonish like chills up his spine as he kind of like speed walks away from you, Kobe. The king looks at you and he says, "Maybe this will change your mind." And he holds his hands out and you see with bright white lights weapons beginning to appear. And as they appear, they seem to float above his palms. And the first weapons to appear above his hands are two daggers, or two short swords. and he pushes forward, and they float slowly towards Mike. All right. So I'm assuming you're grabbing him. Okay.
His character just reached for them and said,
He's
"Noise."
like, noise. And then as he holds out his hands, a wooden staff appears, and it's kind of got like a wooden knot at the end of the staff with a tiny green gemstone crammed into it, and he puts his hands up and he pushes forward, and it slowly floats towards Kobe.
I reach out and grab it.
He keeps his hands out, and a a silver spear with what looks like gold rings of elvish writing throughout the handles appears above his hands, and he gently pushes forward, and it goes towards Julie. Rick, what was your weapon? Oh no, never mind, I remember. And so then he goes, and lastly for you, friend, see, and
Hold up,
he
old man. I don't need your gifts of adventure.
hold on, let me do my thing. Hold on. So So he
Trying to
looks
get
at
the fuck out of
you.
here.
He looks at you, and obviously because of his complexion, he's not blushing, but you can see that he's kind of nervous, and he's like, the thing is, friend, these weapons were designed by your ancestors for their fighting styles, and although you have a weapon, it is a little unconventional. And then he outreaches his hands, and a white roll of tape appears, and it's got Elvish writing on the tape, and he pushes his hands out, and it's hand wrapped tape.
Huh, so you're giving me toilet paper. Okay.
No, hand
Now,
wrapped
I know, I
tape.
know. But so I'm saying for
But
you.
yeah, okay, so yeah. So
Like,
it gently he goes, I don't know what toilet paper is, but yes, if that's how you humans know it, then that's what it is. Toilet paper.
that's what I
So
named. That's what
now
I named it.
you all have these weapons, and as you're looking them over, it seems as if uh, it the weapon is coursing through you. It's becoming one with you. It's starting to feel like an extension of your body. And the king begins to speak, and he goes, These weapons being specifically designed for your ancestors and your fighting styles. All you must do is attune to them, and you'll unlock their full capabilities. Now, we have 3 weeks that we can attune to these weapons, and once you are attuned, we can give you the white knife, and you can go to every utopia and receive the artifacts before paradoxes can capture them again. No, it attuning takes time.
If it
Attuning always takes time.
if
But
mine's just
it
toilet
but
paper, can it just force itself onto me?
No, like you can tape your hands up, but it takes time to attune. Attuning's a whole mechanic. But the attuning for this won't matter. Your 3 week training is literally going to be time skip. Um, it's not even dialogue. It's just straight up time skip. Um, but it's just whether or not you accept going to training now that you have your weapons. So the king just kind of looks at you guys and says, "Please help us stop paradoxes from ruling once again."
He gave y'all nice weapons and I got toilet paper.
Yes, of course. Once all of the artifacts are received and we have them in safeguarding from paradoxes, everyone will return back to their universe and be as they once were.
And what if I don't want to go home?
Uh, oh, so you're saying like at the end, can you take the dagger and just bail to a different realm? I don't see why not. It's honestly up to you, friend. I want what's best for you. You are our heroes. You are the realm keepers.
Intro background music.
Bum bum ba bum bum ba bum. All right, so that's Mike and Scraps is in. With pleasure, you damned fool. All right, Kobe, Rick.
I
My
accept.
character's just glancing at Kobe. I'll join. Just keep that shit away from me.
Please don't be hurtful to your friend. We here in our kingdom do not believe in racism. Unless they're those dirty fucking kobolds. We kick those motherfuckers out every time. Dirty bastards shitting in the street. Anyways, and then you just hear like, and it just cuts to like bench pressing, and you guys are like, at first you guys are mute if you're not
Everybody
speaking.
was kung fu fighting.
Everybody's like running on like these treadmills, and they're just like out of breath and fucking winded, and but then but then it cuts to like bench pressing, and the guy's yelling above your face. The Minotaur's just sitting in the corner shaking his head no at Julie as he flirts with his personal trainer instead of bench pressing. Uh,
You
Kobe is
see,
in a completely different room casting spells because Shadow Wizard Money Gang. Mike and Scraps have actually been super dedicated. They've been working on combo moves. He's got one really cool. He calls it the needle, and it's he pulls out his sword, and when he goes to stab, he makes sure it's about a foot away from the person, and that's when Scraps will run down his arm and leap forward with his little mini sword and stab into him, and that's why they call it needle. Um, and Rick has just been punching fucking bricks. Rick is like just over there stacking cinder blocks and just chopping through them. So at the end of your 3 weeks, you're all sitting in front of the king again, and the king, as he's looking at you guys, he goes, "You all have made great progress. You're properly attuned to your items. Now I can reveal their secrets." And as he begins to speak, he looks at Julie and his spear, and he tells Julie, he goes, "The elvish language on your spear, once deciphered, you can speak those words and twist it, and it will launch the head of the spear as a projectile that explodes." He looks at Kobe. He goes, "You, my blue-scaled friend, your
Bust.
staff, that green stone on the end, will amplify your magic." You'll get an extra spell slot for each um, level. So if you got like 5 in level 1, you'll have 6 instead. If you got 4 in level 2, you'll have 5. 3 in level 3, you'll have 4. Mike, he looks at your short swords, and he goes, "Yours are quite interesting. Uh, One of them will extend to a normal sword, and the other one will shrink to the size of a dagger. But when the one extends into a sword, it lights on fire, and when the one shrinks to a dagger, it freezes the coldest ice." And then he looks at Rick. He goes, "You got hands, bro." No, he looks at Rick,
Exactly.
and he says, "Once the elven language on your hand wrappings are deciphered, it will increase your physical abilities. You'll get like bonuses throughout playing." Um,
My fist can blow up.
so with that, he looks at you. He stands. He goes, "I have one final test for you." And he reaches over and he grabs his knife. It is the pearl knife that he had been talking to you guys about this entire time. When he reaches out and grabs it, he slices the air very quickly. And when he slices the air, it opens this rip that looks like somebody had just cut through a t-shirt. And through this rip, you can see a tall, bald, gray man with tattoos. And he simply looks through the hole and he says, "This is another hero like you all. In fact, your ancestors were quite familiar with him. Kong!" And the man turns around and you see a Goliath barbarian by the name of Kong the Drunk step through the portal with his massive warhammer, and he looks at the king and he says, "King Bartholomew." And he goes, "Ha, friend, just call me Bartholomew. No king necessary. We need you for their training." "They're finally in the last steps." "Yes, my friend. For your last bits of training, you will be battling Kong." And so Kong steps forward, and this is where I will need you all to roll initiative.
Dun, 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 dun. Battle theme music roll in.
So your initiative is going to be top left by your armor class. You'll click that, and it'll roll. All right, so we got an 18.
Ooh, nice, Julie.
Kong got a 22.
21.
So we got 21, 18. What'd you say, Mike? 7? Kobe, what'd you get?
Sorry, wait, which one did we roll?
Initiative.
Initiative. It's
At the
in
very
the
top.
Yeah, it's in the top left. All right, hey, I'll explain so we're not all talking over each other. It's in the top left by armor class.
Gotcha.
That way we just don't talk over each other and confuse him even more. We know this
I got
guy's
an
slow.
8.
Okay, so Kong will go first with a 22, then it will be Rick, then it will be Kobe, then it will be Mike, then it will be, or no, it will be Rick, Julie, Kobe, then Mike. Because you got an 8, Kobe, or 6?
8.
8. Okay, so Kobe, then Mike. Bet. So without even speaking, you guys are all standing kind of in a line, and in that line, I would say that Rick is first in line. So Kong is going to swing his hammer at Rick for 22. What is your AC, Rick?
16.
All right, that is going to do 2 damage.
Okay.
Or no, 5 damage. My bad. It was a +3. So 5 damage. So he comes through and he just immediately swings his hammer all out directly at Rick. The hammer, as it hits Rick, it makes a funny noise, almost like a bongo drum. Now when it hits Rick, you hear doo-doo, and Rick just flies into a wall. So Rick, you have now been smacked across the room. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna. Okay, so I'm being thrown against the wall. I'm gonna catch myself and just lunge straight at him with my fist.
Okay, so if you're gonna catch yourself, let's do a dexterity saving first.
Okay. Saving throw, dexterity. 20.
Okay,
13 plus
so
7.
as Rick flies through the air, we're going to. So let me explain how actions work for you guys real quick. When you guys go over to your actions, that's where your weapons are and everything. Where it says hit/DC, you'll click the plus that's in there for whatever weapon you're using. So like Mike, if it's your short swords, you'll hit that plus for your short sword. That'll roll your attack. You'll tell me that number, and if it hits, that's when you'll tap the damage button next to it, and that'll tell how much damage you guys have done. So Rick, you need to roll your unarmed strike.
Yep.
Roll
Which
that.
is 11 plus 7, 18.
Okay, so that hits. So Rick, roll. What's your damage for unarmed strike?
I'm gonna tell you. 8. 4 plus 4.
Okay, so Rick just gets smacked with the hammer. He flies across the room, but during his flight, he kind of gets one of those anime moments where he puts his chin to his chest and looks at Kong angrily, and he kicks his right leg up to do a flip backwards. As he does that, his left heel hits the wall, and he begins to bend his knee. As his right leg makes contact, he immediately jumps forward and leaps ahead, full fist out, punches Kong directly in the face.
What now, big boy?
Julie, it now goes to you. Kong just got hit in the face. Rick is still in midair. What do you want to do? All right, so roll your Eldritch Blast. Yeah. Okay, so that hits. Roll damage. Okay. Kobe, did you set up spells? I hope you set up spells.
Yeah, of course it did, bro.
Oh.
Sorry.
I'm gonna help him out. It's pretty easy. It's pretty easy to set up.
Okay. Kobe, you're gonna need to do something real quick because I want to see how this is going because this might all tie together real quick.
Okay,
So,
so I can add. Which spells am I allowed to add, though?
It'll
like when
tell you.
whatever is available, you can click on.
Yeah, like it'll be you have a certain amount of level ones, a certain amount of level twos, a certain amount of level threes, and
I can walk them
it
through it.
won't add any more than it'll allow.
It's
Um,
super easy to explain. Just when you just like the same category where you scroll through to click on the your rolling for attacks and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You click on the one that says spells and just click on manage and pay attention top left where it says add spells and known spells. Right below it, it'll tell you what you have access to. You have cantrips and the amount you can use,
Honestly,
and
just
then no
fill it for
spells.
now, and we'll get it more detailed after this session. Just
That's just for
fill it
him to
up
know
so
how
you have
many.
something. Yeah, we'll just fill it up so you have something to do right now because you're holding up combat.
And
Gotcha.
if you want a spell in particular, like you really want to know what it is, just click on the name right in front of the name, and it'll give you the information on what it is. Like quick little detail.
Gotcha.
It's always the wizard, man. Never has their spell sheets ready.
Man, y'all knew I was new to this. You should have told me that I had to do that shit.
Yeah, just hurry up, fill it up real quick, and then we'll get more detailed spells for you tomorrow sometime.
Okay.
Just pick the ones you like the names of.
Yeah, just like fireball and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically
Level
what
8.
I'm doing
So I
at this
think you have
point.
high access
And
to
Julie,
spells.
how much damage does your Eldritch Blast do? Jesus Christ.
You swung at us first, guy. We're gonna swing hard.
Hey man, he was asked to, in all fairness. He's just trying to help homie out. Also, do you know who this is, Rick?
Entree.
No, it's Kong, bro. You guys, during this battle, like
Wait.
at Rick, as you're flying through the air, you peek through the portal and you see a tiny goblin with a ring around his neck. Don't talk about it. Don't talk
Okay,
about it.
okay.
We can't talk about it. We'll talk about it after the session.
My character does just breaking the fourth wall. He does a quick wink at the goblin at the distance.
All right, Kobe, you ready?
Alright.
Throw something out.
Alright, so I'm gonna try to hit the boy with the fireball.
All right, so hit your fireball roll.
Alright. And I got a 16.
Okay, that hits. Roll for damage now.
Will that be under effect, basically?
Right next
Uh,
to the thing.
yeah, it should be right next to it.
Okay. That puts it at 11.
All right, 11 again. Okay, Mike, what would you like to do before I finish this round of combat and tie all your guys' moves in together?
No.
No, Scraps has his own initiative right after you. So like how your combo move would work is that you would stab ahead and then Scraps would do his move. Shit like that. So if you had a combo move that you thought of that you wanted to do, you would just do your move and then Scraps would do his. And depending on your guys' rolls, like you may miss but he may hit type shit. Oh, needle? All right. So that will be a strike with your short sword or yeah, that would be a strike with your short sword because you're going to make some contact with him and then your squirrel's going to run up the sword and see if he can make contact as well. So it'll be so when you see your short sword, it'll be that plus number next to it. You'll hit that, and that'll roll your attack for it.
Gave
Yeah.
me a 5 damage.
Oh, do you not have it in your actions, your inventory? Did you not add it? Yeah, in your actions, you should have your short swords if you added them. All right, bet. So we'll just give you a +3 to it. So just roll a d20, and then we'll just add 3.
Wait.
Yeah.
The addition of bonus actions, do they count? Oh, my bad.
What'd you say, Mike? 20? Uh, no. You're rolling 1d20, and then we're just gonna add 3 to whatever that number is. So if you rolled a 14, we add 3.
Gonna be your hit or miss.
Okay, so that hits. We're gonna get for now. We're just gonna do roll 1d6, and then we'll add 3 to it as well. We'll add your short swords in before the next session. Yeah, just roll that. All right, so you did 5 damage. All right, and then we will give your squirrel we'll give Scraps a +1 to hit. So roll a d20 for Scraps, and then we'll add 1 to it.
I also wanted to add a point.
That
Are we
also
able to
hits.
do?
Um, so Scraps, we gave him a base of 1, but every
Oof.
turn it poisons the enemy. So Scraps just did 1 damage, but it technically is 2 because now it is Kong's turn. So Scraps just did 2 damage because on Kong's turn he gets 1 poison damage.
Hold on,
Okay.
Thomas. Before it's Kong's turn, how the way actions work in this, are you gonna also include bonus actions? Because my character can do an extra bonus attack.
Yeah, your bonus action has to be announced though. So you'll just if you want to do a bonus
Say it
action
right
on your
after.
turn right
Okay.
now. Yeah. You
So I
usually
have to do
do.
it per turn.
I think most people usually just use their bonus action first because it's usually something small like moving, but we're not going to be doing movement rules. Um,
Because for most of my bonus actions are combat based. That's why I'm asking.
okay. So Kong is going to rage, and during his rage, he will use his frenzy attack. So this is what happened. So Kong throws Rick. Rick does a backflip in the air, lands on the wall, jumps forward, makes contact with his chin. As Kong is turning over his right shoulder, an Eldritch Blast hits him in the right shoulder, turning him even more. And as he turns, a fireball hits him in the back left shoulder blade, turning him again. And as he flips all the way around, he looks and he is chest to face with Mike, and Mike pokes out at him. And as his sword lunges into Kong's rib cage, Scraps runs up Mike's leg, up his back, directly across the sword, stands up quickly, puts one arm, his left arm, in a hook above his head, and then just pokes real quick and runs back to Mike. After that happens, Kong immediately just and just goes into an immediate rage. With Mike being right in front of him, he's gonna swing a frenzied attack at Mike, which is a bonus action. Um, doesn't matter. He got a 1. He goes to swing at Mike in his rage, and as he swings, he loses grip of his warhammer mid-swing, and it just kind of flies across the room. So now he's going to use his actual action to try to make a comeback and just fucking uppercut Mike with a left. Mike, what is your AC? It's your top left corner? Because he rolled a 13. Fuck. So he swings upwards in this uppercut motion after losing his hammer, and Mike just kind of throws his head back and just weaves it as his hand just kind of like the hairs on the back of his hand brush the tip of Mike's nose. And Mike just
Critical
kind of
miss.
sidesteps him. Uh, so with that being said, now it is Rick's turn.
I'm still in the air, right?
Short swords, because that's what you wanted. Okay, bet. All right, Rick. Now it is your turn. You are currently flying through the air, and you winked at a goblin that looks like he has seen far better days.
Okay, so I'm gonna. What is it saying? If I'm flying in the air, I have to catch myself. So I'm gonna catch myself first.
All right, dexterity saving.
Fuck, hold on. I got on my character sheet. There we go. 30 saving. 19 plus 7, 26.
All right, so you easily, as you're flying in this like Superman pose with your fist out after making contact, you tilt your head chin to chest and roll directly to your feet. And as you roll to your feet, your boots slide across the ground. And as you're sliding face to a wall, you turn your body and your feet never leave the floor. So the whole time it's
Tokyo drifted.
yeah, and now you are facing Kong's direction with your hands still wrapped and your jaw still clenched.
I'm about to throw some fury blows. The other attack that I have,
All right,
besides arm strike.
roll for it.
8 plus 7, 15.
All right, that hits. Roll for damage.
5 plus 4, 9.
All right. So Rick just runs out and he starts Ip Man piecing this dude up. I'm talking about Gojo Miguel on the roof. Just backhand slaps followed by punches to the ribs. Just
All you
bop bop
hear is
bop
just
bop bop
pop,
bop
pop,
bop
pop,
bop
pop,
bop
pop.
bop 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 bop. Just punching him almost in a rhythm. As that's happening, it cuts to Julie's turn.
Ooh.
There we
I'll be able
go.
to attune with her shit? No, that'll be too early.
Yeah, you're already attuned. You did your 3 week training montage.
Okay, cool.
But you haven't read the writing on yours or Julie's.
Okay, cool. So, the mystery.
Okay. That's not a roll, so that's just a cast. Yeah. All right, roll for roll for hit. All right, that hits. Roll for damage. All right. So so after Kong just got stabbed and turned around all which way and missed all his shots, Rick then punches him in the kidney. He reels upwards in pain and turns around, but as he turns around, Rick has already hit him with 3 punches to the right rib cage. He turns a little more. He gets 2 punches to the chest, one to the chin, one to the stomach, and as he's turned around facing Rick getting punched, an Eldritch Blast hits him in his lower spine and drops him to one knee. Kobe, it is now your turn.
Okay. I will. Um. I will attempt to use my frostbite
All right.
spell.
Is that your breath or it's a spell?
It's a spell.
Okay. So roll for your spell.
Okay.
And what does that spell do? Can you read it to me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let me
we're sending what our
see.
characters look like. There we go. Got to send what I looked like earlier.
So I cause numbing frost to form on one creature that I can see within range. I must make a Constitution saving throw before I do so. I don't know if
So
it
so
fails
they
saving
have to make
throw.
Constitution.
The target must make a Constitution
Okay.
saving
So
throw.
what is
Yep.
the save? It should
So
give
on
you
a
a
failed
number.
save,
It should be like make a Constitution saving throw of 14 or something like that.
no, it doesn't say that. It says the target, and then on a failed save, the target takes 1d6 cold damage and is disadvantaged on the next weapon attack roll. Doesn't
Screenshot it and
say.
send it to me so I can read this.
You trying to hit him with the frostbite or what spell?
He's trying to hit me with frostbite.
So for frostbite, reach fifth, kind of six. Target takes just a 1 cold damage on a
It's
failed
con
save.
12.
Oh,
It says it
you
right
have to
there.
you have to make a Constitution saving throw. I'm not sure what it is.
Yeah, it's con 12. It says it on his thing.
Oh, I see
All right.
now.
All right. He got a 13. So he saves your spell. Let's see. On a failed save. Okay, so yeah, he saves, so it does nothing. Kobe shoots ice, but it just kind of goes. Mike, it is now your turn.
Useless lizard.
Leave me alone, try it.
You can't sneak attack because he knows where you're at. So yeah, so Misty Step would be your bonus, and then the sneak attack would be your action. Because you only get one bonus action.
You should already have it equipped in two swords.
Yeah, you already have it equipped. It just attacks with whatever's in your hand.
Mm-hmm. No,
No,
click
you'll
on the
click
sneak
on the
attack.
sneak attack damage because it's specific. So, but you gotta still roll for hit on the sneak attack. Wait, so you got 5 on the to hit? No, 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 no. You need to roll to hit first. You need to see if it even hits them.
You gotta press the hit to the DC button first. Yeah.
Yeah, the plus whatever. That's next to 27. Yep, that definitely hits. So so you got your sneak attack damage was 5, so you do 5 damage. Because you don't roll the weapon damage, just roll it's just so yeah, I mean Mike Misty steps. So all right. So Rick just is over there. Ba 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 ba. Julie blasts him in the back, and then Mike just Misty steps next to him and stabs slowly into his neck, and then pulls it out, and then jerks his knife to the ground and splatters the blood on the floor. Um, Kong collapses lifeless. He's dead. So after he collapses lifeless, um, let me do something real quick. Uh, King. Oh, by the way, the king's name is Bartholomew Tea. So King Tea stands up and he goes, "Well fought, my friends. Your training truly has paid off." And he reaches out one hand and hovers it over Kong, and all of Kong's wounds just heal, and he stands up. He goes, "Right, come!" And then his hammer just flies to his hand, and then the goblin flies to his other one. He goes, "Kong, leave!" And he just walks right back through the portal and leaves.
I wink at the goblin before he leaves.
The goblin mouths, "Help me!" And then the portal just shuts behind them. So yeah, so Rick winks at the goblin. He goes, "Please help me." Julio goes, "Fuck you," and then it shuts. Um, now King Taya is standing in front of you. He goes, "You truly are the ancestors of the heroes. The fact that you were able to attune to your weapon within 2 days, and then you just trained for 2 weeks, and you defeated Kong so quickly. Besides that one hiccup with the guy in the back." And he just kind
Stupid
of
lizard.
points at Kobe a little bit. He goes, "Really dropped the ball on that one." And then you hear Throg behind him. Fucking loser. And King Taya turns around and goes, "Throg, be kinder to our friends, but seriously, bro, work that shit out." So he looks at you guys and he goes, I now believe that you lot are truly ready to take on this tremendous task. So I will give you your final pieces. And so what he does now is he holds his hands up similar to your weapons. And out comes uh three suits and a form-fitting dress, and they're all
Nice.
black.
I
And
call a suit. I'm just kidding.
they come out, and you all put on these suits and ties, and Rick puts on this sleek black form-fitting dress. He's got an hourglass figure, fat ass, nice titties. I'm talking about like C cup titties, but a D cup ass, bro. Real nice spot. But
Cake in the front,
uh,
cake in the back.
that's right. We're talking cake and batter. So Rick puts on his dress. You guys put on your suits, and King Taya then says, "These are your ancestors' armor." Now I know it doesn't look like armor, but it will change through every realm you go to because this is universal armor. So it is the equivalent of just a regular medium suit of armor, but it will change per realm for you to fit in easier. And I know you'll need help fitting in with that one. And he just points at Kobe again. And he goes, either way, you will also need this. And he holds he snaps his finger, and this 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 Loxodon comes out. Loxodon is a elephant humanoid for those who don't know. This Loxophon comes out. Loxodon comes out, and he's holding a plate, and on the plate sits um these neat little piles of what they almost look like casino chips, but they're white with gold lining. And when you pick them up, he goes, each of you will get 150 universal currency to start out. This should help you on your adventure. Now, with every artifact you collect, you will come back here and we will store it in the vault room. Once all the artifacts are collected, we can simply send you back to your realms or wherever you may like, knowing that we have stopped this threat once and for all. And universal currency, just in case you don't remember, is a currency that will change from realm to realm. So if the new realm takes USD, it will become USD. If it takes Canadian, it'll become Canadian. So it's truly versatile. And with your suits, they also do the same. As you go realm to realm, they will change to fit the current aesthetic. So with that being said, he which one of you has the highest wisdom? Whose wisdom is you would like a bow? Uh,
I I too
he
would like one.
okay. Um, give me one moment to get some water. Why don't you guys chat about your new armor while I grab this water?
Hmm. Be
Yeah, you'll
if
add
you
medium armor.
if you guys also want to, there's a way to add a custom item to your thing. It's if you want to go into full detail. You just click on it and
Well,
create it
uh,
yourself.
yeah, but for now, just add medium armor because it'll boost your AC. Rick, don't add any armor. No,
Yeah,
I'm not peeing. I'm getting water from my Brita. Rick, don't put any armor because yours benefits more from being unarmored for
yeah.
monk. But yours is aesthetic, of course. Um, yeah, I'm not pissing. I'm getting water from my Brita. Fucking talking a lot makes me thirsty.
Mm-hmm.
You said 150, right?
No. Just put medium armor. It doesn't matter the material. Well, just put medium steel armor or something like that. Just the most basic one. Because, like I said, it's going to be medium armor to add to your AC. Except for Rick, of course. He's a monk. He doesn't benefit from getting armor. He actually benefits from being unarmored. Kobe, yours we'll have to figure out because I don't think you benefit from armor right now. Just add it for now. We'll get you like a cloak or something in the future. All right, so The king, now I need to know your wisdom. Julie, what's your wisdom? Kobe?
13.
Mike? Eight. Rick, wisdom?
17.
All right, so Julie's got you've got the highest wisdom. Oh yeah, huh? Okay, so he looks at you all and he goes, "You all have your own valuable assets that you bring to this team. Some of you have strength," and he points to Rick and Mike. He goes, "Some of you have magical spell abilities and and jazz, I guess." And he points at Kobe. He goes, "And some of you have proven to be smarter than the others." And he hands Julie the white knife. So Julie, you have the white knife because you have the highest wisdom. Um, so this white knife, as I said, cuts portals in reality that will take you to the utopia of a realm. Now, before we get to that, I will explain this. Utopias in this world does not mean it is perfect. It means it is perfect for what the people there would want. So if there's a land full of raiders, they want it to be raider land. So it's their utopia. Um, so that will kind of give you that idea. Um, actually, hold on. Along with that, when you enter these realms, you will actually be taking on the body of your counterpart in that realm. So you will be taking on the full life of essentially another ancestor in a different realm similar to you. Now, when you take on these roles, there's one thing you must know. You cannot enter your original realm again in the body of somebody else. If you do that, well, you will cease to exist. Now, the person stole the dystopian knife, and I think I know why he chose that instead of the utopian. With the utopian knife, it's easier to find the artifacts, but harder to retrieve. For these artifacts are being guarded, but they're typically on display because they are an heirloom of the realm. So finding them will be easy, but getting them from the kingdom may take thievery, it may take murder, it may take simple diplomacy. However you see fit is however you shall do. Now, I believe he took the dystopian knife because the dystopian knife makes it harder to find the object but easier to obtain. Now, I believe he took the dystopian knife because he has a plan on how to find the objects easier. One thing you must know is if you are in the same realm as the black knife with the white, in 7 days' time, the realms will collapse in on each other, causing certain destruction of the entire realm you are standing in. So, be fast about it, please. And he just kind of smiles at you guys jokingly. Um, in English terms, if you guys are in that realm for too long, while that other knife is in that realm too long, they'll collide on each other and just destroy the realm with everyone in it. Um, Now, these artifacts, because they contain the power of reality, they also don't have to adhere to the rules. So if the artifact is on a podium right in front of us, right here in the utopian realm, it will be in that same spot in the dystopian realm. So when you locate it, you will have to retrieve it quickly because all it will take is him finding it first, and it can vanish from in front of your eyes within an instant. It will begin to manifest in the reality of those who are actively holding the object. So pretty much, if he beats you to it in the dystopian realm and he gets his hand on it first, it disappears from existence in the realm that you're currently in, and vice versa. But if it's like right here in the utopian realm and it's being guarded by a bunch of dudes, it's easy to find because hey, a bunch of dudes are guarding it. Hard to get because hey, a bunch of dudes are guarding it. In the dystopian realm, if it's right there, it's hard to find because nobody's guarding it. There's no big come fuck me sign. But once you find it, it's easy to grab because there's no one holding it. So that's pretty much sums up a lot of the world rules. If there's any more, they'll be explained as we come across them. So he hands Julie the knife, and yeah. What do you guys wanna? Do you guys wanna ask anything or? Well, yeah, that knife's not a weapon, bud. Okay. Yeah. So you point at him. You say round two. He goes, gladly, and he begins to step forward. And King Taya puts up his hand. He goes, Throg, no. And he looks at you. He looks you dead in the eyes, and he says, "It would be a bad idea if you're not talking mute." Old breathing in my ear, head ass. Uh, he looks you dead in the eyes, and this is the most stern and serious he has ever looked since you've met him. He typically is very kind and gentle, but he looks at you with a serious look on his face and says, "It would not be smart for you to try to fight Throg currently. For at your current state, you are strong. Don't get me wrong, but Throg would destroy you." He's talking to you, Jules. Stop staring at the sky. That's why we're in Minecraft, to look at you so you know I'm talking to you. In a moment, like somebody's going to fetch them, because that's what I forgot to explain. When you guys asked for the bows, he said like I will get you bows, but they won't be anything special like your current weapons. They'll just be bows. So I'm assuming you both still want your bows, Rick and Mike. Rick, you still wanted your bow?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So he sent a servant to go grab bows. Did either of you want a bow?
I too will take a bow.
Okay, so they're going to grab 4 bows and quivers and arrows. So yeah, Julie, he just told you basically if all 4 of you attempted to fight Throg right now, you'd get decimated. How do you feel about that? Pussy. Throg, don't instigate. Sorry, Your Majesty. Apologize. I'm sorry. That's it. And he picks up his axe, and when he swings it down, you don't even notice. He picks up his axe, and before you even know his axe is in the air, he's behind you, swinging it fully down. He had just traveled 30 feet within a blink of an eye, and his axe is halfway down towards your neck, and the king lifts up one finger and stops it. And as the axe clings on the king's finger, you just hear, and it just shakes the entire environment around you. It shatters the glass pane window behind the king's throne and puts a crack straight down the center of the throne room. Oh, and it also partially deafens you, and you take, let's say, 20 damage, Julie. So, and with that, the king simply looks at Throg and he says, "Enough." And Throg just lowers his weapon. And the king lifts his hand in the air, and you see a gold light glow from his hand. And the room repairs, and the window repairs, and all of your guys' damage is gone now. So reset your health. Yeah, so Mike's back there being like, ooh! All of your damage heals, so fix your health bars back. Put them back to where they were. because I forgot to repair you guys after your Kong. Well, I mean, you guys just fought Kong. Actually, we haven't like skipped a day or anything. So yeah, he heals you guys all from your Kong fight with all the damage that Rick took, and then Julie just took. Yeah, neither of you took damage, just Rick and Julie. Rick got cheap shotted right out the gate. That wasn't on Rick. Julie is just dumb and tempting fate and about to die for it. So yeah, the king, you just saw the king stop what looks to be like a 300-pound black warhammer with one finger, and then this thunderous noise that just split the room in half and shattered windows and just dropped Julie to his knees. And then you witnessed him heal you all within an instant, and the king hasn't broken a sweat or, surprisingly, his finger. What do you gotta say now, bitch boy? Yeah, that's DM for don't ask for this smoke. You will receive lung cancer in return. Julie's like, well, that's my campaign. Rick, Julie, you guys repaired your health, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So now you have the white knife. Since none of you are gonna ask it because you're all two-dimensional and retarded, he'll just go ahead and tell you. Now I will give you assistance on where to locate these items, since clearly you may be the wise one, but you're fucking stupid. Now, these items are located in various areas. 4 of them are being guarded by the gods of time, death, nature, and go fuck yourself because I forgot the other. 5. Oh, life, death, nature, and time. Now, the first one you should go speak to is the god of time. Now, I will say he is quite a peculiar fellow. And with that, your knife begins to glow, Julie, and the king then tells you, stop staring at the sky, please. All you must do is swing this knife with the intent on finding the god of time, and you will slice a hole in the fabric of reality and travel through and meet him.
Does he have to roll for it?
No, this is a
Fuck.
teleportation device strictly for story purposes.
Okay, I was gonna say, because it would be funny if he fucked up the slice and we end up going somewhere else instead.
Nah, we won't. We won't be doing nothing like that. All right, go, Jules. So what are you gonna do? All right. So Julie makes a slice through the air, and with this, how do you want to slice? You want to slice diagonal? Do you just want to slice straight? Oh my God! So Julie just looks at you. No. Hold on. So Julie is holding this knife in his hand, and staring at the beautiful white of this knife reminds him of the beautiful white skin of Hannah Montana. And as he slowly lifts his knife, he smiles at our Dragonborn friend and goes, "Hey, bitch, you're watching Disney Channel." And he just does the Mickey Mouse sign out of nowhere, and it just opens up, and you guys all walk through. I'm assuming. Are you guys all just going in? You also have all your bows now. Okay.
I purposely tripped the lizard.
You tripped Kobe? All right.
Yeah.
So then Kobe, you will make a dex saving. Rick, you will make an athletics, and I will count to go. So Kobe, dex saving. Rick, athletics. 3, 2, 1, go.
12.
Man, you're really bad at this timing shit, Kobe.
My bad. -1.
Yeah. He's got a -4 or some shit to dex. All right, so as you guys are walking through this Disney portal, Rick just kicks the back boot of Toby's Dragonborn, and he just rolls through the portal, and you can hear King Taya in the background, and you hear Throg, classic, and so you guys all walk through the portal. It closes behind you.
I'm sorry, Kobe. Nothing against you, but remember, my character just doesn't like lizards.
It'd be like that.
So as you walk
I
through the
will
portal,
remember that, though.
as you walk through the portal, you hear the distinct sound of a church bell, and what sounds of silent panic of shutting windows and doors. As you step through, you see the blinding brightness of a midday sun. As the heat drapes your skin and the sky becomes clearer, you can smell the dust with every footstep, and finally, you can make up the shapes of what appears to be two men, one human and one orc. They're standing approximately 30 feet apart from each other. You hear the orc shout, "Cheetah!" The man speaks, "Listen here, snot." Or, "Listen here, snot for skin." What the fuck? Some idiot wrote this. Alright. "Listen here, snot for skin. 4 royal flushes ain't cheating. It's good luck." The bell suddenly stops, and as soon as it does, you see the orc reach for his pistol on his hip and hear one gunshot. The orc collapses in silence. The man didn't move. Now, as you see this orc collapse to his knees, he then falls forward, facing the dust. And the man is already blowing the smoke off of his gun before you ever heard the gunshot. Now, after that happens, the man turns around and goes, "Go back to your business, dumbasses." Attempts to put his revolver in his holster and misses and drops it in the dirt. Then he picks it up and he kind of just stumbles into this bar. After stumbling into the bar, you all begin to look around at each other. So Rick, you look down and you see yourself in a white dress that is almost like a Southern Belles dress. You know, big poofy on the bottom, skinny corset stomach. Julie, when you're standing there, you are wearing a vest with a tie underneath it, a white button-up t-shirt, black slacks, and some cowboy boots, and you have a black cowboy hat on. Mike, you are in a brown duster, brown hat, brown vest. You've got like this grayish button-up shirt underneath, no tie, brown slacks, cowboy boots. Kobe, why don't you go ahead and roll me a perception check real quick?
Okay.
That's going to be under skills, by the way. Yes, sir.
We're just in different outfits.
Alright. I got 12.
Kobe, you start looking down, and, you know, you're in a duster, but then you slowly start taking a deeper look at it, and slowly begin to feel your stomach curdle, as you realize that typically this wouldn't have affected you, but because you're a Dragonborn, you feel disgusted. You're wearing a snakeskin leather trench coat with snakeskin vest, snakeskin pants, snakeskin boots, and a snakeskin hat with gator teeth lining it. And as you look down, you just kind of feel sick to your stomach. You kind of feel like as if you were wearing another human skin.
Interesting.
Not interesting, dumbass. How do you react?
You're wearing your own brethren.
You're wearing your own people's skin, Kobe. How does that make you feel? What if you woke up in OJ's skin? What are you going to do?
Jesus Christ. My character starts throwing up in a nearby bush.
You guys see Kobe throwing up, and you all slowly, because you guys have high enough wisdom, you all slowly start to put together that Kobe is throwing up because he's wearing his own people's skin.
Typical lizard wearing his own kind.
A little hint of that Western racism. All right, so yeah, you just saw this man. Uh, it was a duel. A gunshot rang out, but he was blowing his smoke off of his gun before the bullet ever left the chamber. The orc's dead. He just walked inside a bar. Now you guys are just in the middle of this dusty ass road. People are coming back out. A cart rolls up like, and it like just comes to a stop, and this guy just hops off the end. God damn it! And he just reaches down, and he just picks up this big ass orc body, and just kind of like lazily throws it in the back of this cart, and then he hops back and he goes, "Go on, get," and smacks the horse on the ass and starts rolling away again. Yeah. So yeah, roll your sleight of hand.
Ooh, can I peep him doing that?
Like you, wait, you just want to watch Mike rob a
I
dude?
want to see what he pulls out, because that way I know for later.
Okay. You said 12? Yeah, so you kind of run over and you're like, hold on. And, you need to ask the guy. Like, how are you going to ask this guy to search this corpse? He's got it in the back of his cart. He looks at you, he goes, for $1. All right. So you reach into your bag that just contained your universal currency, and you pull out a dollar bill, and you're like, it's clearly not the coin, but it clearly came from the coin bag you had. So you hand it to him. Now you got 149. You go kiss your orc buddy, so I can get the fuck out of here. So you rolled a 12 on your sleight of hand. So as you search around his body, you dig around his pockets. As you're digging around his pockets, you notice something on his neck, and you pull it off, and it's a necklace of human teeth. So now you've got a necklace of human teeth, and as you dig around his pockets, there's a used tissue. You dig around his left inside jack pocket, and you find his billfold, and his billfold has $5 in it. Now, this $5, it has to be separate. This will not transform if you change realms. So keep that separate from your gold. Put that under silver. We'll do a platinum as your universal currency, and like any other currency, we'll just throw in like gold, silver, whatever. So now you got $5 that you definitely need to spend in this realm or a realm that uses dollars. So yeah, you just rob the body, and the guy turns around and goes, "All right, quit fucking your buddy," and pushes you to try to get you out of the cart. Rick, roll a perception check.
Okay. Where the fuck is my percept? Oh, there it goes at the bottom. 15 plus 5, 20.
All right, yeah, you clearly see Mike finds $5, a tooth necklace, and a used tissue.
Okay. So my next thing is
Julie, Kobe, what did y'all want to do during them touching dead bodies? No, he's not gone yet. They're still there. He's just nudging them. So the way this works is as they do their action, they just finished theirs, but you're doing something simultaneously. So, okay, so you're going to have to roll... First of all, you're going to have to roll sneak to see if you can get behind him. So roll stealth.
Oh, damn.
You're at 149.
Oh, yeah, he wasted one.
Yeah, so your Pink Panther ass just puts your hands in front of you. Do. It's like an old habit from your human life when you're a fat piece of shit on the couch. You just go, do, and he goes, fuck off! And he kicks you. He goes, "Stop being weird around my horse. You ain't fucking her."
Jesus Christ.
Kobe, what are you doing while he's getting kicked before? So basically, as Mike was looting the body, you went to tiptoe around and got kicked, and that's what triggered the man getting mad and telling Mike to get the fuck out of the cart. What do you mean?
We're in a Western
Oh,
setting.
you just leave it in gold. It's just it's dollars. It's USD, pretty much for this world. Yes, 20 arrows in each of your bow quivers, and then you've got
Okay,
your
cool.
basic bows. No, because a reaction is only triggered by somebody trying to leave your area. Yeah, him kicking you isn't some. Also, Hellish Rebuke only works on spells. So, nigga, did it take magic to kick you in the fucking hip? Or did it take a boot? Hell. No. Him kicking you is just like nudging you away from his horse so you don't fuck it. He thinks you're trying to seduce his horse with your weird Pink Panther dance. You can tell by his frustration that other people have tried seducing his horse. Kobe, what are you doing at the time?
After you finish puking.
Let's see here. Just, I'm surveying my surroundings, and what kind of buildings are around us besides the saloon?
Roll perception.
Alright. Yeah. Alright, so I got an 8.
Fucking all you see is brown. It seems like you have dust in your eye from when you fell out, and instead of getting the dust out of your eye after Rick tripped you through the portal, you were too busy throwing up after catching a glimpse of your snakeskin. So yeah, you're not seeing anything but brown and blinking right now. It seems like the dust may have just kicked up in your eye. And you're like, fuck. So now you guys are out of the cart. You got kicked out of the cart. Julie got nudged and called a horse fucker. This guy's gone. So now you're just standing in the middle. There is a tavern directly to your left diagonal. There is a grocery store right diagonal. The sheriff is directly to your right. There is an empty dirt road to your left, an empty dirt road directly behind you. And then there's buildings lining both of those roads, various buildings.
Okay, real quick, what's your name, character's name, Mike? Mikhail? Julie, what's your character's name? Jorath, Mikhail? And then I'm just gonna call Kobe Lizard, because that's my name for him. Okay, so someone to. Since I saw Mike's $5 bills, my character really smiles. I look straight at Mikhail. Yo, bud, let's go into that bar, no? I know you got some money for us. First round's on you. First round's on you. Let's go.
So you guys are gonna enter the bar?
Yeah.
All right. So you guys walk up to this bar, and it's a big brown saloon. It just says saloon, but one of the O's is missing. There's bullet holes in the walls. There's these two like opening flap doors. You push open the saloon doors, and they flap back and forth. And as you enter, it is dead silent besides one man in the back who is just spinning a revolver with his feet on a table and his head to the sky. And there's a woman behind the counter who's like, well, shit, Shug, come sit down and go and get you a drink. And she just waves you all over to the bar. You just want a pint? She's like, well, I ain't seen you around here before, so tell you what, first one's free. And she pours up 4 pints for you guys and sets them all down on the counter. Now, what brings you lot into town? And she just starts cleaning a barren spot on the counter that wasn't dirty, but it seems like she's just bored.
We're looking for a strange item, a strange object. You know anything weird in this town?
Also, I need to make her like more seductive Southern Belle. Well, I don't know
Okay, now,
about
bro.
no strange items in town, sugar. There we go. Now we're killing it.
Okay, I'm
What
gonna
kind of
riz her with
strange
charisma.
what kind of strange item would you be looking for, honey?
Ooh.
Don't fucking do that to my voice. What? Like Rick's like, God damn, bitch, you got me bricked up on a Tuesday.
Come on. You gotta add I gotta add the next part of my character. My character's a lesbian.
Oh hell yeah! All right, bet. Try to
That's why I'm saying.
romance me, Rick.
Because she's the only woman I've met so far in this adventure, and I'm still, remember, we still have the mentality of our previous lives. So I'm a monk,
Rick's
and
like, I
makes this
ain't
character
pussy
listen.
for a minute. All right, so what do you want to ask her? She asked you what kind of object you're looking for.
I look at the other guys. What are we actually looking for? Yeah, you guys gotta put an input.
You guys are looking for artifacts, but you literally asked no questions, so you know nothing.
Exactly. So I'm asking these guys,
No, I know.
what do
I'm
you?
just telling
Yeah.
him what you
Oh,
guys know is nothing. Because that's why I was like, I even like had the carrot and stick. I was like, do you guys want to ask anything? And so then I had to force stuff that you should have been asking, and then nobody asked any more follow-ups. I was like, all right then.
Going in blind.
Well, old structures. So we got the old town church, but I don't think there's anything in there. Uh, well, there is Old Man Gillis. Old Man Gillis lives up over that there mountain. He's known to be a collector of some sorts. And then before she can finish her sentence, you hear, "Fuck Old Man Gillis," and this man is in the back just swiveling his revolver back and forth, just staring at the ceiling.
shut your ass, old man. Let the woman speak.
As you say that, the man doesn't move. He continues the same motions, but you hear a bullet ring out and hit your glass. But from what you can tell as you were looking at him shouting him, he didn't move.
So the glass just popped.
Yep, the glass just exploded after you heard a gunshot, but this man has not moved other than spinning his revolver in his fingers, staring at the ceiling with his feet up. The moment you snap your fingers and they re-separate, you can hear a gunshot and you can feel the heat of a bullet graze in between your thumb and middle finger and hit your glass. But the man has not moved.
Mm.
As he's sitting there spinning his revolver, he goes, "I'd watch your mouth if I was you. You motherfuckers are almost out of drinks." And then he just chucked. Alright, Julie immediately reaches for his glass and just starts chugging, and the man goes, "Now that's a girl. What about you, weirdo?" And you hear one bullet ring out, but it just nicks the tip of Kobe's glass and chips a little piece of glass off. He goes, "You gonna finish it?"
Oh, well, I want to try something. Will he perceive if I quickly grab Kobe's cup and just throw it in his direction?
That's up to your rolls and his.
But I'm gonna just grab because he hasn't seen his cup, so I'm just gonna quickly grab and just lunge
No,
in his
he
direction.
saw Kobe's cup. He just shot Kobe's cup. He
Oh, I
shot a
thought,
bullet
but he
that
said he.
grazed the lip of Kobe's cup and cracked it. And he asked Kobe, "Well, you gonna drink it?"
Okay, well I just grab Kobe's cup and just chuck it and try and chuck in his general direction.
All right, go ahead and roll. I'll say athletics because you're gonna have to have speed.
All
No
right.
stealth because you're trying to do it without him noticing. So roll stealth.
Damn. You said athletics, I hit it. It was a 20 plus 7, 27 for athletics.
What's your stealth?
Alright, stealth. Oof, 10.
All right, so you stand up and you reach over, you grab the glass and you turn around and throw it. Nice. As you throw it, you spin around and you splash it, and it splashes an empty chair. And then out of nowhere, you hear a bullet ring out, and the glass shatters in your hand. And he goes, "Guess not." And he's up on the second story banister on a different chair with his feet up on the ledge of the banister, spinning his
Okay, so I'm
gun.
gonna. So these guys know what I'm doing. I'm gonna point straight at the guy and be like, "That's the dude we're looking for. Time, bitch."
Tom, what? And then a bullet just shoots right between your legs through your dress. But when it hits your dress, it just hits and kind of just falls to the ground.
Nice
You go,
shot, bitch.
well. Ain't that a neat trick? Too bad this ain't covered. And he's still spinning his revolver. And he shoots. And the bullet grazes just the tip of your fingernail and clips your nail so it's not the same length as the rest of them, immediately infuriating you.
Oof.
This man just gave you a manicure on one nail. Yes, you will have to do a stealth check. And Misty
Wait,
Step
to
isn't
who?
a roll,
To who,
right?
Mike? Time Lord or me? Who are you trying to? Okay, Time Lord. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so roll your stealth. Your Misty Step just happens. Okay. So you Misty Step and teleport behind him, and you immediately bring your knife around quick as hell and stop it, and you realize you're holding your knife to a chair. And you just hear, "Damn, y'all motherfuckers are slow." And he's just spinning his revolver back in his original, or back in the seat next to his original seat because his is currently covered in beer. And while you're standing there, you hear another bullet ring out and hit the handle of your knife, stripping it from your hand.
You just been de-armed.
And he's just
Okay,
spinning his
so
gun, staring at the roof board. So you reach your spear up to begin your Eldritch Blast, and as soon as it glows, you hear, "You boys are gonna knock it off right now!" And then everyone just freezes, and even he stops. And he goes, "Yes, ma'am." And he puts his gun back in his holster and sits up straight. It seems as though you stop dead in your tracks. Like you are paralyzed with fear, all of you. And the man goes, "Y'all are right to be scared. I ain't never seen that woman lose a fight, not once. Hell, she's faster than my bullets."
Mm-mm-mm.
Speak. See, I may or may not be the man who has the artifact you're looking for. The thing is, I don't know what the fuck you're looking for. And secondly, why would I just hand over any belongings to strangers who, one, can't finish a beer, and two, just genuinely are slow in general? And when he says slow, he points to his head and winks because he doesn't mean speed. Son, the only one who can rip reality is you. Or is that your little buddy over there with his white knife? And he winks at Julie now. Uh, he 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 looks shocked, and then you hear the the bar owner just chuckled. Oh, you boys are just outright stupid. Now, you boys gonna get up there and fix all them damn bullet holes, and you come clean up all this goddamn glass. And she points right at him, and he immediately jumps up, and you all feel that wave of fear just cast over you again, and your bodies are almost moving as if they're moving themselves as you pick up boards and start nailing them into place and stripping boards that you put he put bullet holes into as he sweeps glass and mops beer. Now that the bar is completely back in shape, he sits back down and he goes, all right, I guess we can have a little conversation. And he starts dealing 5 sets of cards, 1 to him and 4 in front of him.
My character's still
Hey,
feeling
you
its
did get
rage,
to
bro.
finish your beer. I wouldn't be. You're the only one who got his beer.
Mine got thrown.
So yeah, he starts dealing out 5 sets of cards, 1 in front of him, 4 in front of other chairs. There we go. Yeah, somebody's got.
Okay, so he takes a seat. I grab my chair and just pull it as far away from the table as well, just enough so I can hear you, but stay my distance from the guy who just pissed me off.
Okay, that's gonna cost you 1. So you'll be at 149. Oh, all right. So you'll be at 148. So Julie's got 2 new beers, and he sits down in front of some cards. Mike sits down in front of some cards. Rick takes his cards and backs up. Kobe.
I will also sit down in front of my cards.
All right, Kobe sits down in front of his cards. He starts dealing these cards out, and so now what we're going to do is all right. So he deals these cards out. Y'all take a peek at your cards. Um, everyone roll me 1d20 and give me numbers. No pluses, just a d20.
I thought I rolled a d4.
All right, Mike's got a
Noise.
19,
Oh, cool.
I got 10.
10,
I got 11.
11. Okay, so Mike's got a 2-7 split. Never good. Uh, Julie, you've got a pair of kings. Kobe is. What did you get, Kobe? What was your roll?
A 10.
Okay, so Kobe's got like a 10 of clubs and a 9 of diamonds. Jules. All right. Julie roll perception. Mike roll sleight of hand. When I count down to go, we'll reveal. 3, 2, 1, go. You guys are terrible at this. Okay. So so the squirrel gets on Julie's shoulder and he looks at it, and as Mike reaches over, Julie reaches for the glass Mike's reaching towards and then looks back at Mike slowly. And then picks it up and slowly begins to drink it. Um so Rick, what was your roll on that D20?
11.
11. So
Mhm.
yeah, you're sitting with a jack and a 10. So he got a 16, so he's just sitting with like an ace high, like an ace and jack. The cards get dealt out. Julie wins this hand, and the man begins to speak. Let's see if I can find that. All right, so he begins dealing out more cards, and as he's dealing out cards,
Hold on.
um,
Before you continue, Thomas, I just found a good representation for Kobe's character in this universe. It's in the group chat, so you guys can have a look at him. Oh, fuck.
God damn it. But
What the
That's you,
so
Kobe.
hell? Ew, no.
he starts dealing these cards out again, and as he's dealing the cards and you guys are playing hand by hand,
Right.
he starts
We have
talking to you
this
guys,
fixed.
and as he begins to speak, he's like, I know why y'all are here. See, the thing is, part of being an immortal being is that you kind of get a feeling for things, and you guys feel a whole lot like this group of people who stopped by one time and gave me something funny. This group of people, they happened to give me a pen, and I don't know why the hell they gave me that pen, but they told me to hold it, and they told me to cherish it, keep it safe. I asked them why they wanted me to keep this pen safe. They said it's to stop paradoxes. Well, I decided I'd take that pen, and I'd guard it. I'd stop paradoxes. Uh, See, when paradoxes tricked us, we were scared. We felt like we were nothing without our powers. So instead of letting him take our powers, he offered us a deal. And we foolishly took it. In exchange for keeping our powers, he would leave us in our own realms, unable to leave. We took his offer. So he trapped our abilities, trapped us in these realms, and we all had to make a deal. Now the thing is, when an immortal being makes a deal, it's permanent. Can't go back. If an immortal being goes back on a deal, well, he disappears from existence. So when he told us that he'd allow us to live and keep our abilities just preserved in items, but we'd be stuck in our realms for eternity, we were all terrified and we said yes. It was only after witnessing what the heroes had done had we realized we were fools for trading our freedom for even a shred of power. We would have still been immortal. We could have spent eons planning and eventually tricked him, but like fools, we panicked, and he slams his hands on the table. So, you can believe my shock when your ancestors appeared and asked me to keep watch over this pen, a piece of Paradox's power. I'd love to give you that pen, but I have to know you're strong enough first. See, this revolver here, this revolver pauses time. But my other revolver, well, that hip's empty. And he shows you his empty holster and he says, a man by the name of Gillis done stole my other revolver. I want you lot to prove your strength by breaking into his home and retrieving it. Now, I know this just sounds like a quick B&E, smash and grab, get in and get out, but I will warn you. That man is strong, scary. I wouldn't go up against him without both of my revolvers. That's why I haven't gone in with just the one. But if you can retrieve that revolver for me, I'll get you your pen. And now it's you. Alright.
I question how we can trust the man to give us the pin once we've done this mission for him.
I agree with the lizard.
He looks at you and he simply smiles and he says, were you not listening, son? An immortal God cannot break a promise. Once a deal is made, I will cease living if I do not give you that pen. But if you do not get my revolver and you try to take the pen, you will see. What the fuck is your actual problem, guy? Pay the fuck attention. You will cease to live. Stop breaking my fucking building, dickhead. Alright. So there. He just told you that if you break your end of the deal, you cease to exist. And the only way you can break it is if you try to retrieve the pen before you can get his revolver, of course. But if he breaks his end of the deal and doesn't give you a pen, he'll cease to exist. And all we gotta do is shake on it. And he reaches out his hand. But whoever shakes his hand is the one responsible for carrying this deal. So I suggest, as each of you tries to convince the others, you each take the sole burden on one at a time. Well, if you can't get the gun, then, the deal's not technically off, because you agreed to get it on the pretense that I would give you a pen afterwards.
So only
So if the gun
one
is
of
never
us.
retrieved, it's like a contract that just floats.
Okay. And only one of us has to take on the country.
Only one of you can shake his hand.
I agree. I was gonna help
No,
him out.
no, it has to be a willing participant. It's a
Ah,
deal. All right, so he reaches out his hand, and as Mike reaches in and they grasp hands, you hear, "Are you ready?" No, but as
he
they
turned into
reach
a
out,
frog. Let's go.
he wants you shaking old in his hand. So he reaches out, they grasp hands, and one firm shake. It's almost as if the universe ripples as their hands go downwards in motion. And you just feel as if something has just been locked and sealed into place. No, you guys shook hands, and it felt like a binding contract. He goes, "All right, boys. Well, if you need anything in town, there's a gunsmith down the road. There's a grocery keep. You can talk to the sheriff. Maybe he's got some ideas for you. And I will warn you, there's another man who came and made this deal." "I don't got a name. Deal don't require one. All I know is he's real interested in that there pen that I got. And, well, he's a step ahead of you on finding that revolver. So if I was you, I'd get on it." Well, I pointed him in the same direction that I pointed y'all down to Gillis." And he points up the road, and he just says, "You gotta follow this here dirt path. Follow it directly straight. You'll know it when you get there."
Do you remember what he looked like by chance?
He was just wearing a dark robe, short.
Hmm.
Couldn't really make out his face. "Hey, Bell." "Yeah, sugar." "You remember that man from earlier?" "Yeah, what about him?" "Did you get any good look at him?" "No, seemed like he was just wearing a hood. And it was brown or dark black. Can't really remember. I've been drinking, sugar." And then she just goes back to wiping the same spot on the counter. "Well, that's about all we know about him. But like I said, he's got to jump on y'all boys." No, your bows are not universal items. So your weapons have slightly changed. Um, so with Julie's, his is now instead of a spear, it is a harpoon gun. Uh, Kobe's staff is now just like a walking stick. Your short swords are like like almost like machetes now. Um, Rick's hand wrap is hand
It's
wrap,
still
but
hand
way
wrapped.
dirtier.
All that everyone just had magical transformations. Mine just poof back into toilet paper.
Yeah, it looks like Rick's hand wraps have just the only thing that's changed about them if they've got dust on them from outside.
Bullshit. Y'all get
Nah,
nice weapons.
I'm fucking with you. Rick's are actually brass knuckles now. That says local law across the knuckles.
That big ass star on one. That big ass
So is
moon on the
anybody
other.
gonna have an idea? We just gonna stand here and stare at me, or
I'm looking at my weapons. They're just bows?
They no. They're existent. They're just bows. So anything that isn't a universal item will stay exactly the same from universe to universe. So its value and use will vary. So if you've got something that is solid gold and you go to a universe where gold is worth nothing, it's worth nothing. But if you go to a universe where gold is worth a bajillion dollars per ounce, you've got a bajillion dollars per ounce. But if it's a universal coin, if you go into this world, it's $1. If you go into a different world, it could be a gold coin. If you go to a different world, it could just be like a credit card. Like you don't
So so
know.
they, in a sense, for a weapon, it'll just transform into whatever meets our
Yes,
demands for the universe.
yes, it's the aesthetic of the universe, and then the universal currency is a utility in the universe. Whereas your weapons and your outfits change based on the universe, so you can fit in and blend in with the current environment. Because remember, you're taking over the bodies of your counterparts that live in this universe. So technically speaking, you're yourselves in spirit, but in body, you're actually the cowboy versions of yourself that live here every day.
We're the multiversal cowboys of this universe. Yep.
But they don't like live on this planet every day. They just live in this universe, this realm every day somewhere, and you guys took over their body and teleported to that spot. If you die, you fucking die. That's how
Yeah,
death works.
yeah. We're technically just we're
It's Freaky
temporarily.
Friday.
Yeah, there you go.
You're Freaky Fridaying, and if you die, you fucking die. And if you keep putting holes in my roof, I will stab you in the face, though. That
No,
is
he's putting
actually
on
making
armor.
me mad. But yeah, yeah, so now you've got an idea of your universals. So your universal items that you currently have are your armors, your weapons, and your currency, besides the $5 Mike has extra. Everything else like your bows, um, your fucking boogers, none of that's universal. Like shit like that.
My bows
Bows,
for the bow.
arrows. If you guys buy pistols here and you leave with them, they're still gonna be pistols.
Interesting.
So you'll have revolvers because they're not universal. But if
A
your
monk with a
bows were
revolver.
universal, they would have changed to like a rifle or something like that.
Shit, we should
So
ask for
yeah.
universal
So
weapons.
are you guys heading to the gunsmith? Are you guys heading to the guy? Are you guys heading to the grocery?
He
All right.
wants to go to Gunsmith. Well, bless you, Toby. I mean, Blizzard. Where you want to go?
I will accompany you guys to the weapons shop.
Just
All right.
just don't stand next to me.
So you got you guys walk out and you make a right and you walk down just a little bit and you see gunsmith just in black letters on a white building. You walk through. It's got a traditional door, so you turn the handle. You walk in. There's a little bell, ding ding, little bell when you open the door. Then from behind you, well, shit! Color me a turd and lick me a pistol. Look at you, boys! And he's just staring at you guys, and he's got cross eyes, a big gray beard, a prospector's hat, some overalls with no t-shirt, and his right nipple's hanging out of the side, and he's got no shoes on. Well, I'm the gunsmith, dumbass. You walked to the gunsmith.
Have you seen the hooded cloak guy come through?
A dude in a hooded cloak. Well, my customer's privacy is my customer's privacy. I don't reveal that to anyone. No, sir, no way. The sheriff himself, the president of the United States of America, will walk in here and I ain't gonna tell him a goddamn thing. What my parents do, whatever. And he just starts rambling off into
Move his ten
nonsense.
dollar bill.
You
There
know,
you go.
well, sure he did. And he slides it off and puts it in his pocket. You go, he just came down here about 2 hours ago.
2 hours ago.
Well, my customer's privacy is my customer's privacy, and I'm not going to reveal their privacy. And he just starts rambling on again.
Okay, so at least we know he's been here 2 hours. This man might not give us more information. He might stiff us for money. So grab what you need and let's go. Conventional wise, I shouldn't pick up a gun, but I will pick up a revolver.
I mean, you can just ask him what his best gun is first.
Ask him, Julie.
Well, the best revolver we got's right here. And he reaches under. He pulls out a chrome revolver. He goes, this right here is a 44 Magnum. He slaps it down on the counter. And it's chrome and it's got an ivory white handle. And on the chrome is an etching of a snake going up the handle, rotating around the barrel to the tip. $500.
What?
All right, so how much are you gonna ask him for? So
You
how
think of a
much
number,
are you
bro.
gonna ask?
Think of a number.
Roll persuasion. And he's gonna roll insight.
Thomas, all these worlds magical, or we don't know that?
He's got 23. What?
Like all the worlds that we traveled to, because the guy was able to do magic, so this world has to have magic involved in it too, or no?
Yeah, like they're all gonna involve magic to an extent. Like what you guys
Okay,
can
cool.
do is what you can do. Whether or not like enemies and stuff will be using magic is completely based on what's happening. Yeah,
Alright, cool.
so that does not work. He rolled 23. So he just looks at you, he goes, 500.
Alright, shopkeep. Do you by chance have anything that'll stun an enemy on contact?
Stun an enemy? Sure.
Yes,
And
sir.
he turns around, he just puts like a stick of dynamite on the counter.
How much hurts?
500. Why don't you guys
Give
go
me
ahead and roll me a perception, all of you, all four.
just perception? Okay.
And that's all of you rolling perception. Okay.
I got 9.
9,
Oof. Damn, I got 24.
24. Ooh.
Alright, Mike, what'd you get? So we can.
Mike? Okay. So everyone except Kobe can tell that something's wrong with their man and with the man in front of them. And what was your roll, Kobe or Jules? 26. Rick?
24.
Mike? I see. So Rick and Julio notice that there's a needle in the back of his neck. Yeah, how do you want to do it? Do you just want to pull it, or do you want to like try to pull it out like with a medicine
I
check?
quickly grab the guy to pin him on the table. Be easier that way.
Okay, we got too many actions going on. We got like 30 dudes trying to jump on this one, yeah?
Okay, so so I'm guessing me and Julie noticed the needle. Hold on,
Yeah,
Julie, do
because
you
you two
wanna?
noticed the needle. Mike, you don't know the needle's in the back of his neck. You
But
just know something's wrong with him. No, you know. No,
you
you
just
saw
know something's
something.
wrong with him.
You know something's wrong with him. Kobe knows nothing, and them too, because they rolled over 20, see the needle in the back of his neck.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask Julie. Julie, do you want me just to? Because Mike's gonna intervene
Hey, does
to
anybody
grab the
have
pistol.
detect magic? What? Who said that?
No, we're gonna physically do this. Same.
Y'all
So
got
it's
a
like
whole wizard lizard just standing in the corner.
the wizard lizard has been helpful. It has not been helpful.
That's true. All right, so
Well, if
how are
you
you and Julie
tell
gonna
me
get this out of his
something.
neck?
And remember, I hate the lizard. Well, oh, you're
Okay,
gonna not
so
hurt him?
you're
Damn.
gonna do a medicine check. Rick, did you want to hold him to assist the medicine check?
I was just gonna pin him down. I didn't know what Julie was gonna do.
Okay, so if Rick's gonna hold him and pin him down, And Julie, you're gonna roll medicine check with advantage. So you'll roll it twice, and we'll take the higher.
I don't.
Yeah. So you reach over and you grab the needle in the back of his neck, and you start to pull on it, and it doesn't seem to be moving. And
Mm.
now, obviously, Kobe and Mike can see the needle because you guys are fucking with the guy. And he's like, 500 while he's pinned down to the counter.
All right. What do you guys think? Julie just failed. I mean, he just failed.
Well, now let me try to detect any magic.
Hold on.
Well,
So you want to do a strength roll? Or, so, who, wait, everyone talked at once. What's happening? Who's, okay, and what did you say, Kobe?
I said I was gonna try to detect any magic. Of course.
Yeah, like, that's like a basic wizard thing. It's like a,
Yeah, he has to have it.
okay.
The rest of us shouldn't. I have no
So do
skills
you want to
whatsoever.
go, so you guys have to conversate. Do you want to go with the strength, or do you guys want to go with, okay.
All right, boys, take
All
magic.
right, Kobe's gonna use, I don't remember if detect magic is a roll. Is there a roll next to it, Kobe?
Where the shit? Where is that? Where's that? Let me see.
Wait, why do you need to leave, Julie?
Where are you going, sir?
He has to roll 20, it says.
Okay.
Hold on, hold on. Detect magic, detect magic. Self-sub, 2 minutes. No, you can
All
cast
right.
it. There's nothing
All
up
right,
to it.
so yeah, that's what I thought it was. All right, so yeah, Kobe, there's definitely magic on the needle.
Hmm. Can I determine what kind of magic?
Roll insight. You're a pretty powerful wizard.
Okay.
Come on, lizard.
So I got 18.
So yeah, you can tell that this magic is like a it's a charmed person that is set to repeat. It's like somebody wants him to only say 500 and ignore everybody.
Okay, so I make mention of this to the other gentleman that
Okay.
perhaps this shop is not what it appears. Yeah, my from my perception, someone is trying to slow us down to getting to where we need to go.
Okay. So, all right, roll with advantage. So you'll roll your we'll roll strength twice. What's up? I mean, if, yeah, if you want to.
Does
So,
damage? Oh,
so lesser restoration isn't going to do anything to it because it's charmed person. It's not a curse or anything like that. It's a spell.
it's a charm.
So, yeah. So roll two strength checks, Mike, and we'll take the higher of the two.
Pin to the ground. Don't fuck it up. Oh,
Yeah, you grab it and you've got both feet on the counter, and the old man between your legs, and you've got two hands on it. And you're pulling, and it's not moving.
all right, ladies. I'm gonna fucking pull this needle out of this guy's whatever the fuck it's in. I'm gonna roll for the thing.
Are you gonna roll medicine or strength
Let me see what my medicine's at.
or sleight of hand if you want?
No, I'm just gonna use strength. I have the higher strength.
All right, strength with advantage because you know it's magic.
So, would you say? I didn't hear that.
Strength with advantage.
Okay, strength with advantage. Fuck.
Yeah, you just roll strength twice and we take the higher number.
Oh, okay, that's what it was. Oof, first one. 15. Second one. 3.
Yeah, it doesn't move.
Fuck. Hmm.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, he's pinned.
All right. Roll medicine with advantage.
Ow.
All right. So, knowing that it's magic, now knowing that it's magic, you kind of tweak your thought process on it, and you go, "Oh no, it's like this," and you kind of push the needle down, and it slides out easily like a knife out of warm butter. And now, as you grab it, the man goes, 500, 500, oh my god, oh my god. And he's like, who are you people? Why do you have me? And he starts moving, but he's not moving very much.
Because he's pinned down to the table still. Oh shit.
I'm fucking dead.
500.
Hey. Well, we can't. Remember, he's still pinned.
Yeah, while he's down, he's struggling, and then he looks up, he goes, are you with the hooded guy? And that's where we're gonna close. That was a good session. I'm proud of you guys, except half of you. All right, yeah. Like I said, next weekend we'll be doing another session, and we will pick back up from where we left off, and we will be in episode 2 of the Realm Keepers next, boys. So
Next time on Realm Keepers.
deuces.